Hi, second grade, Miss Fryvogel here. Today you will need a pencil and a notebook or a piece of paper. We will be learning about the verb have. The verb have has two forms in the present tense. If the subject is singular, which means there's just one, the form is has. Like she has a dog. She is singular, so the form of have is has. She has a dog. If the subject is plural, or if it is I or it is you, the form is have. Plural means more than one. So we have a dog. You could say I have a dog or you have a dog to use that form of have. Let's look at some examples. Patrick has a snack. Patrick is one person. That means the subject is singular. The verb has goes with a singular subject. Next, we have two cats. We is more than one person, so it is plural. The verb have goes with a plural subject. Our last sentence, I have a car. We know that I goes with the verb have. I have a car. On your piece of paper, we're going to work through some activities. We're going to begin by completing some sentences. Please number 1 through 5 on your piece of paper. We're going to read through each sentence and then read the pair of verbs that are in the parentheses. We're going to choose the correct verb and write it on the line. Number 1, maple trees and oak trees blank similar leaves. Do we want has or have? So the first thing I'm going to look at is our subject, maple trees and oak trees. We're talking about more than one kind of tree. So I know that that is plural, and I know that plural goes with the form have. Maple trees and oak trees have similar leaves. Next to your number 1, please write the word have, H-A-V-E. Number 2, a ginkgo tree, blank leaves that look like fans, has or have. Looking at my subject, it's talking about a singular tree, the singular subject. We know that that means it uses the form of has, H-A-S. A ginkgo tree has leaves that look like fans. Next to number 2, please write has, H-A-S. Go ahead and do 3, 4, and 5 on your own. Remember to look at the subject first. If the subject is singular, which means there's just one, it would use the form has, H-A-S. If the subject is plural, or if it is the subject I or we, go ahead and do number 3, 4, and 5 on your own. Remember to look at the subject first. If the subject is singular, you use the form has, H-A-S. And if the subject is plural, so more than one, if it is the subject I, or if this is the subject you would use the form have, H-A-V-E. Get those written down for 3, 4, and 5. Pause the video and click play when you're ready to review them. Okay, number 3, we have a large fir tree in the backyard. We should have chosen have because we is a plural subject, is more than one person. Number 4, the Maddens have trees that bloom in the spring. Again, our subject is plural, so we would use the form have. And number 5, Lila has an enormous old maple tree in the front yard. We would choose has because Lila is a singular subject. For numbers 1 through 7 on the next page, we are going to correct the mistakes in each of the sentences. Number 1, Holly Trees has shiny red berries. First, let's look at our subject, holly trees. Trees is plural, so I know it should be holly trees have shiny red berries. So above has, we're going to type have, H-A-V-E. I'm also going to cross out has. Holly trees have shiny red berries. Number 2, you has a beautiful weeping willow tree. Let's look at our subject. You, we know that that has to use the form have. Instead of you has a beautiful weeping willow tree, it should say you have. H-A-V-E. Number 3, an apple tree have plenty of fruit in autumn. Looking at our subject, an apple tree, that is singular. Our form of have should be has, H-A-S. An apple tree has, H-A-S, plenty of fruit in autumn. Number 4, a mulberry tree have berries that birds love to eat. Looking at our subject, it is singular, it is tree. So we know that that have should become has, H-A-S. Number 5, 6, and 7 you're going to do on your own. I will read them for you. Number 5, Jaya and Chad has a swing in the old oak tree. Number 6, I has a piece of bark from the white birch tree. And number 7, sparrows and chickadees has a nest in the elm tree. Go ahead, pause the video, write down your corrections for number 5, 6, and 7, and click play when you're ready to check them. Okay, for number 5, we should have changed has to have because Jaya and Chad, our subject, is plural. For number 6, the has should change to have because our subject I always gets paired with have. And for number 7, sparrows and chickadees have a nest in the elm tree because it is a plural subject. It gets paired with have, H-A-V-E. Okay. 2 more sentences to write to practice your form of have. Number 1, write a sentence about something that you have. Remember which form of have goes with the subject you. And number 2, write a sentence about something one of your friends has. All right, 2 more sentences before you go. The first one, write a sentence about something that you have. Remember which form of have to use when you have the subject you. And the second one, write a sentence about something one of your friends has. I will see you soon. Have a good day. And that's all from me. Have a good day.